Last week I was out of town and we had a lot of food that I left that did not get eaten. And so one of the things that I'm doing now is making a quick stock with it. Let me show you. I've got some sweet potatoes, a tomato, I've got onions, kale, lettuce, half a thing of garlic, oregano, and parsley. And I just thinned out the kales and the lettuces and some of the herbs from the garden. I threw that into a pot with the sweet potato and the tomatoes that are kind of getting a little bit too old. And I'll let it boil and then simmer it for about an hour, strain it, and then that becomes a really flavorful veggie broth that we can use for soups or rice or beans or whatever we want. We don't eat a ton of meat. Dawn and I eat meat, but my daughter doesn't eat any meat, and my son eats a little bit, not too much. It's just a great way to reuse everything and not have things go to waste, and it's very hands-off. I mean, I just stuck it in that pot. I'll go turn down the heat in about 15 minutes, and it's going to do all the work for me, which is really, really great. And I love to meal prep on Sundays. There's just something about kind of having a leisurely schedule and being able to nurture your family and nurture yourself and, you know, get things organized for the upcoming week. So I thought some of you might be interested in that because I know some of you who are starting to grow your own food are also looking for ways to use your food. And I really like when I'm thinning out, like today I thinned out the kales and I thinned out the lettuces. There wasn't really enough to make a salad, but there's just enough to add to something like that. So let me show you some seedlings over here. These are sunflowers, and look how leggy they are. Leggy means they're stretching for the sun. These are seedlings we started indoors. We actually have heated floors in our bathroom upstairs. So we put them in the bathroom and they germinated in like 2 days, super fast. We left them there for a week and they just were not getting enough sunlight. I thought my bathroom had plenty of light, but just not enough. So usually when seedlings get leggy like this, they don't always develop into strong, healthy plants. So because it's so warm today, I've sat them outside. The wind is giving them a nice breeze. And if you look really carefully, you can see them kind of gently bouncing back and forth. That's actually, the wind is going to be really good for them. It's going to help their stems thicken up and make them a stronger plant. I'm also just hoping that the sun, just getting some really good hot sun, is going to help them straighten up and get a few more leaves and all that good stuff. Even after we took them out of the bathroom, I should say we had them under LED grow lights for about another week. Just it wasn't enough. So we'll just see. We'll monitor how these go. So if you watched the last video, you know that Don was getting started working on a greenhouse. He does design, build, woodworking kind of work. And he got a bunch of windows on a job site that have just been sitting around our yard for probably a year. We really wanted to get this done. This is what I came home to. It's not finished yet, but isn't that so pretty? It's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. And because the windows were free and he's working for free, really it's the cost of the wood, which is not cheap right now, as many of you know. But this is what it will look like from the inside. And he is time-lapsing this, I believe. Let me take you into the garden. You know, I've been gone for a week. Not a whole lot has happened other than I've been really excited about our strawberries, and so I want to show you those because they're just killing it. Aren't they so pretty? I'm just really, really excited for our strawberry patch. I feel so behind because I've been out of town. I don't know if any of you can relate to that. And it's like, okay, how do we pick what the most important thing is? And I think what the most important thing is that I want to do is get these gladiolus with some bulb tome into these holes. So I have spent today manually digging out these holes in this red clay soil. You can see these are all the little plugs that come out of the bulb thingamajiggy. And it goes all the way down. In a previous video, I mentioned that I wanted to line our trampoline with the gladiolus to kind of make it a screen. But really, when we started thinking about the logistics of trying to mow the grass and keep it up, I just don't know that that's totally reasonable. So we're gonna edge the curves of this little dogwood garden with the gladiolus, and I think it'll be very beautiful. So that's what I'm working on today. And if you've never planted gladiolus before, you know, they're so easy. Put the hole, throw some bulb tone in it, throw your little gladiola start in there, cover it up with some compost, and you're done. And they're gorgeous cut flowers. They're very, very tall. They stand alone. They're architectural. Their color is just beautiful. I really love having gladiolas as a cut flower. So if this is something you've never grown before, you may want to try it. You might be surprised at how much you like it too. So this will be the bed. And just for a frame of reference, this is where the trampoline is. So I think that'll be really beautiful. Looking forward to it. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're in North Atlanta, and we have an organic backyard veggie herb flower garden and suburbs, and we are documenting our process of growing food for our family of 4, but also just growing the garden every year for you guys, and we're so glad that you're here. We really appreciate it when people take the time to leave us comments, because we love getting to know you. So please take a second and tell us who you are and where you live, and you know what you like to grow. And we appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. Really helps us, and it helps you to find people just like you who might be interested in our content. And if you like this video, give it a like, so that helps us know what type of videos you guys want to see. So have a great day and a wonderful week, and I will see you soon.